Tonight, there is a growing debate over how juvenile crimes are handled in Jacksonville.
Action News' Brian Baker shows us where both sides want to draw the line on putting young offenders behind bars. It's all new at 5:30.
What happens inside the Duval County Courthouse is a matter of disagreement. Some group of attorneys want to keep kids from going to jail, and they disagree with State Attorney Angela Corey. They say she is part of the problem. Shaheem Lomax is serving life in prison for a drive-by shooting that led to a man's death in 2010. He was 18 years old. 1 month before the murder, he was released from jail on a separate crime. Cases like his are a flashpoint of debate. Should young offenders go right to jail or get second chances? State Attorney Angela Corey told me that all depends on the crime.
We put people in jail when they need to be in jail to protect our community. We're not going to apologize for that, and we're not going to back down from putting violent or repeat offenders in jail. It's where they belong.
Lomax was first charged with a misdemeanor at 13 years old. He got a civil citation for being a first-time offender. He skipped jail that time, but was sentenced 3 years later for multiple felony convictions. David Utter is an attorney with the Southern Poverty Law Center. He still believes first-time misdemeanor offenders should avoid jail to give them a better chance to avoid a life of crime. For Lomax, that civil citation didn't slow down that life, but Utter says they can prevent more crimes by treating the juveniles following first offenses before it gets worse, instead of giving them jail time.
The research is clear that the practices that this state attorney is pursuing make us less safe, not more.
Utter says Corey refuses to sign an agreement that would allow juveniles arrested for first-time misdemeanors to be rehabilitated without jail. But Corey says there's a hang-up.
I will sign that memorandum of understanding once they remove the crime of battery from there. And we have told them that. In fact, we're working on a draft of an MOU that would fit everyone's needs and still manage to divert every child who deserves a chance at diversion.
I found a letter of support for civil citations Corey wrote in 2009, but she says she won't give them in cases without first consulting a victim. Utter believes she isn't giving enough civil citations.
Handing out a lot of jail time for offenses, arresting kids when they don't need to be arrested, that is driven by politics. That is driven by a soundbite. It's not good policy.
Once they've gotten into the criminal justice system, it's a little late to try to start solving long-term problems. And there's nothing that says if you commit a crime now, then we're sure you're going to just escalate all the way into prison.
But these attorneys say there is. For now, there doesn't appear to be an agreement with Corey in sight. Corey herself criticizes those groups of attorneys, saying they're focusing on the wrong thing, trying to keep kids from going to jail instead of keeping kids from getting arrested. We're downtown. Brian Baker, CBS 47, Fox 30, Action News.
A New York